Pennsylvania has a unique history that is extremely suited to trail development. Due to our historic industrial development, we have a lot of railroad lines, particularly redundant railroad lines, ones that aren't even in use anymore today and don't have any real economic value, except as a right-of-way converted to a multi-use trail. They have huge impact because they connect our communities, and these communities, historic communities, still serve as gateways to these trail corridors. So we have a very unique history because railroads historically followed creeks and rivers. So the two really always end up going together. Trails are a tremendous return on investment. We have data that was developed by our partner agency in government, the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, that tells us that more citizens in a given municipality will use a trail than any other recreational investment that a community can make. Trail development in Pennsylvania is becoming both a benefit to local residents, a huge amenity that makes life here more enjoyable, helps us to be more fit and healthy as Pennsylvanians. It's also becoming a tourist attraction to out-of-staters who are realizing that Pennsylvania has miles and miles of connected trails. So perhaps one of the most well-known of these is the Great Allegheny Passage that connects Pittsburgh all the way to Washington, D.C. At the moment, I'm standing here on a piece of the East Coast Greenway, which will connect someday from actually Maine all the way to Key West, cutting right through the city of Philadelphia and communities all along the Delaware River in Pennsylvania. So I think that we're getting a reputation as a center for trail development in the United States. And I think that's beginning to attract the attention of important national partners such as the Rails to Trails Conservancy. We have gone from being involved with specific trails to recognizing that trails are more valuable when they're part of a network of trails. And so while we remain involved with specific trails like the East Coast Greenway, and this is actually a piece of the Delaware River Trail in Philadelphia, this is now actually part of something called the Circuit, which is a metropolitan trail network in southeastern Pennsylvania that connects to southern New Jersey. Another important network that PEC is a leader in is in western Pennsylvania at an even larger scale than the Circuit to connect Pittsburgh as a kind of hub to some of the major cities within the region, such as Cleveland, Morgantown, which illustrates how we are willing to work across state boundaries as well as across county and regional boundaries to get the job done. And in this instance, it's a very typical PEC approach. Dozens and dozens of stakeholders, project sponsors who are interested in very specific pieces of the trail are being brought together to think about a bigger network. It was PEC's introduction of the concept of connecting these corridors that excited everybody. PEC's trail program today has a lot of momentum. I think building on the power of 32 in western Pennsylvania, on the Circuit in southeastern Pennsylvania, we have a huge opportunity in northeastern Pennsylvania. We're already the co-conveners of the Northeastern Pennsylvania Trail Alliance, and I think looking at the state a comprehensive outdoor recreation plan, we're interested in how do we bring these three networks of trails together to actually connect all of Pennsylvania. So I think we're going to make a lot of headway in some of the projects that we're currently involved in, some of the regional networks and some of the specific trails. But I think there's a great opportunity to actually extend from those networks, those centers of strength, if you will, to connect across the state. So I think that's the exciting new horizon for PEC, and I think we'll be seeing a lot more happening on that in the next 3 to 5 years.